Hi, it's Randy from SAS Gypsies again. So today, I guess, we're going to show an addition to my mining rig. I will use the term loosely because I am but an amateur. But either rate, this is for the average person that has got a little bit of knowledge to be dangerous and not enough to actually do anything. But anyway, I've been mining Bitcoin, as you probably will see in some past videos and some future videos. Well, actually, I've been mining the altcoins. I'm trying to stay away from Bitcoin because, from what I understand, it is really hard to mine it these days with the difficulty. So today, anyway, I picked up a GeForce GTX 750 Ti and a riser, and I'm going to add it to my mining rig, I guess. So this is what it is. Right now I've got two 1 gig 710s in there, and they've been churning along pretty good. Here's what MinerGate's given me. I'm still kind of testing on what's going on, so I'm doing each coin and kind of giving a little bit of trial of it. One thing I did notice about MinerGate is, as you can see, some of the GPU mining's not available. That happened after I added my second card, so I haven't researched why it hasn't, but I'm assuming it has something to do with the algorithms, that they don't allow that much mining power. I still have to do some research, but either rate, so what I'm going to do is put another 4 gig in there and see how this thing goes. Okay, so we're back. So now I've got all the peripherals unhooked. The mouse, the keyboard, the Ethernet card, and the monitor. So this is basically just a T3500, and it's got 8 core. It's a Dell. It's basically bottom of the line. I got it, well, not totally bottom of the line, but I bought it from a local computer shop with off lease, and I'm sure you can probably get them anywhere. So with this one, you release the video cards by. It's fairly simple. That's why I bought this computer. So I got a riser. Let's see how this works. I should have a card or a spot to put this in. At least that's what they tell me. So we're going to, if I can get the things off. Like I said, I'm trying to go for, it's bottom of the line. I tell my buddies this is just a hobby. Yeah, once you get into it, you find out it's not a hobby. So I'm just gonna stick it in one of these slots. From what I understand, they're backwards or reverse compatible. So I should be able to put in another video card. So we'll give it a try. See how this does. Once again, this is the GeForce G710 or GTX 750, sorry. Yeah, we're just gonna wing it, I guess. So what a riser does is it increases your ability to have another video card in there. From what this is, I should be able to, from what I'm looking at, I should be able to put in, I've got 2 PCI 16X slots already filled with the 1 gigahertz machines, or the video cards, the 710s, and then I should be able to get 2 more with risers in there. So that should be, I should be able to get 4 video cards in there. We're going to try and see what we can do with this, and go from there. Now, if I can figure out what to do with this, we should be good. There we go. Lock it in there. Look at that. Oh, USB. Okay. This is a really new card. No. And no. Right, because it goes into the riser. Okay. So you can tell the amateur that I'm at. Anyway, so the USB onto the riser. Make sure you do that and don't try and plug it into that end. Okay, so it seems to be there's an extra power that I have to put in, and I don't know if I actually have another source of power here. It's got the 6-pin for extra power, I guess, and if I've got to look at that. I've even got a plug-in for it, power plug-in for it. So we're gonna plug the SATA in. Get rid of the cat hair first, and got my cat to come help me here because, you know, they like to help. We'll get the dust out of there, and we'll plug this in. I know there's going to be a lot of computer experts out there that are just cringing at some of my videos, but, you know, I'm the expert, or I'm no expert, and this is something that I'm trying to do as a hobby, and a lot of people I've been reading on or looking on the internet, reading on there, and looking at some of the videos, and I'll leave some of those people in the bottom notes because they've really been a help. So I'm kind of stumbling along, and hopefully you'll stumble along with this. I don't know that I need to have another power on the GTX 750, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we've got everything plugged in. I smell a little bit of burning, which is kind of interesting. I haven't even started it yet. So anyway, we'll fire it up and see what this thing does. Well, we got power to the card, so that's good. You can see by the fans going. So at least we got some fan power, which is good because, you know, you definitely don't want to burn that out. So while it's kicking in and booting up, basically what I've done is learned online a little bit of what's going on with these mining rigs, and hopefully I can expand up. But for now, this machine's just got the 2x1 gig card, and has also just got the 4 gig GTX 750. And I can't seem to get a monitor here. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, we'll try and get a monitor running here. Okay, so after a little bit of reading and looking on the internet, I guess I have to start this extra 350 watt power supply in order to power my graphics card, because that was the problem. So I've just been looking online, and I guess the paperclip seems to be the best. What I've done is I've obviously just unfolded it. I want to try and leave these two little pieces here. So I'm just going to cut them, and that's going to go everywhere. So we're going to take the second one and try and keep hold of that. So now what they've said is you're supposed to jump. You take your 24 pin connector, and there's supposed to be a green and a black wire. not the cluster of other green and black, or the other blacks. There's only one green and one black. So what you want to do is you want to put the paper clip into both of those. Put her in there nice and tight, because I want to try with some safety and electrical. Let's hope we don't blow everything up. I'm just going to tape that, because that's all I need to do is start a fire. So either rate, we're going to make sure that's nice and protected. Then I'm going to plug in our power supply. This is just for testing right now. Make sure it's in the off switch. They've been saying that you should have two, or that you should have a on-off switch, which is what I have. So I'm just going to hold this and real quick to be sure, and it doesn't work. Oh wait, I got something going. Well, my fan's not working, so that one doesn't seem to be working too well. It's on its proper power request. Should have a fan going there, but so with that going, supposedly if it's working, I should be able to find the SATA connector of the video card and put this in there, and I should be able to just join them together and it should run. Look at that. So that's the way to power it. Guess that's the way to go. So I'm just going to set that sort of there, and try and get that a little bit more so that you can see what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to power the main computer. Once again, that was my T3500 quad core. Anyway, it was running before and mining with the two 1 gig video cards already in it, and it's only got a 350 watt power supply as well. So I was obviously maxed out because that wasn't working well. So I'm just going to plug this in and see if this is going to give me any power. Nothing's blown up yet, so that's a good sign. Turn on the main computer. See if we got anything going. Nope, it still wants to draw some more power. So we're going to have to get another power connector onto that. That card. And I'll just see if I have any on here. Of course I've got a 4-pin, not a 6-pin. Well, we'll have to get an adapter. Actually, found out that this does have a 6-pin on it. So I'm just going to turn that off, just so I don't short anything out. I'm going to attach that 6-pin that was somewhere here. Where did it go now? There's the 6-pin connector. We're going to connect it to the other power spot on the graphics card. Fire it up. Got some good wind going there. Okay, so we'll try and start the main computer again. This is just the graphics card working right now on this 350 watt power supply that I scabbed from one of my dead computers. I've looked online to find out what to do with your old computers, because I have a whole bunch of single and dual core computers that essentially are useless. They're so old that they're not even fast enough, and I've missed the Windows 7 and Windows 10 upgrade from Windows XP. So yeah, XP is pretty much useless for anything other than, well, for me anyway, it's useless for me. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have something to do. So I'll start the main computer up. See if this kicks in. Actually, what I should do is plug that in first. Power works. Okay, so it's kicked in. And it's not working, so something else is wrong. Okay, well, we'll be back. Okay, so I took the old motherboard PSU, my power supply. The fan wasn't going all the time, so I kind of didn't trust that it was I guess that it was constant power. It was an older one anyway, so so I went and bought an EVGA 450 B3 power supply. So we're going to power up that Nvdia GTX GeForce 750 Ti gigabyte version or whatever. So what I've done is I've plugged in everything there. Plugged in my connector that's supposed to go to your motherboard. I did the paperclip trick on this one, and I also wrapped some electrical tape around. What I did not find out was I thought I had a bad power supply, but apparently you need to have it under load for it to go. So it's under load now. It's hooked up to the 750 Ti, and if you start it up, see it just going. So that's a good thing, because I want my computer, it's a little older, and can't handle the power supply on the 2 gig. So we're going to fire up the computer and we'll see see if it recognizes it now. So okay, so apparently if you plug it in proper, it does show up. But as you can see, it still has a little error on it. So I go scan for system and it disappears again. This is a pain in the ass. Okay, so one final moment on this. My computer mining box, decided I'm not going to call it a rig anymore because it isn't a rig. So the problem with the 780 or 750 Ti is it needs to be on the first riser, sorry, the first PCI slot towards the chip. I have tried other configurations. It somehow just wants to be there. So either way, that's my computer computer mining box started, and yeah, we'll see how in future videos how it runs. Keep you posted.